Call them today at 588-1760.
Products not available in all states.
When you have an accident, you, not the insurance company, chooses the body shop, and you only need one estimate. All you have to do is call Jerome Riles at B&C Collision Center in downtown Scriven to deal with the adjusters and insurance company. Whether it's a little ding or a major crash, that B&C Collision Center across from Wasden Cabinet Shop in Scriven, deal with the insurance company so you don't have to. Call them at 579-2274. That's 579-2274.
Have you ever wished for just one more closet or room in your home or business? Does lack of space keep you unorganized and leave you feeling cluttered? Hi, I'm Gloria with Jessup Premium Storage. Our family-owned company provides a convenient and secure building for all of your storage needs. Our units range in size from as small as a bedroom closet to as big as a one-car garage. We currently offer a free moving trailer with any 3-month move-in. All of our units are climate-controlled with 24-hour access and security. We also sell packing supplies, tape, and bubble wrap. We are located on South 1st Street, just past Habaneros. Stop by today and store your business files, inventory, furniture, tools, and holiday decorations with us. Prices start at just $49 with a 25% discount on your first month's rent. Give us a call today at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage, the place where your belongings are cool, clean, and secure.
2 minutes, almost 3 minutes after 8 o'clock. You're listening to WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. Butch Hubbard here with you on a Thursday morning. It is the 13th day of December, and it is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Jessup Premium Storage, B&C Collision Center in Scriven, and the Michael Long Insurance Agency. The world-famous Butch and Bob Show. And, of course, one of the big topics here in Wayne County has been the county commission and all the issues they've been dealing with lately. And we do have a county commissioner in the studio with us this morning, Bob.
We had City Commissioner Ray House in Tuesday. Shag Wright's with us today. Commissioner, how you doing?
Pretty good, Bob.
How long you been Commissioner in Scriven for the Scriven District? How long you been on the board?
Well, city and county, Bob, I'm going on 32 years.
32 years you've been involved in city and county government. Mm-hmm. Always getting elected.
Always getting elected.
Sometimes without opposition, right?
That's right. Well, this will be the first time I ever did have nobody run, opposition on me.
Right. Well, I said I had a rain here Tuesday. I just want to go back to the Wednesday. That's where I want to start. The Wednesday meeting that they had, the joint meeting between the city and county. It took a while to get together, but they finally got together. Unfortunately, nothing got resolved. Just want to get your overall thoughts on that meeting. Your only comment that I had that I played on air was you stated that you're pretty much with the city of Jessup, so you're out there on an island kind of by yourself. The kind of, you're not with the other county commissioners where they stand. So, first of all, how do you feel about that, being out there on an island by yourself when it comes to the county position?
Well, I'd really rather be on this side of the fence than I had that side of the fence, because what I'm getting at, Bob, the way things are right now, those 3 county commissioners right now have to give Wayne County a black eye. It don't matter where other counties you go to. I talked to people in Alma yesterday. I was in Alma, Georgia yesterday. People asked me, say, Shag, so what in the world is going on in Wayne County? I said, well, we got a new chairman. His name is Tim Copfield, but I said, I think he turned into another little Jim Jones. I said, he can take them three county commissioners and lead them to poison water, just like Jim Jones did. And I said, I can't understand that either. I said, they must have something on each other. I don't know. Right now, that's the way it stands. It don't matter what they go on, them 3 going to rule the roost.
The deal broke up when, they said they wanted, or the chairman of the county commission, Tim Caulfield, said he wanted John Riddle to be the CEO of the new tourism board, and that's where the deal broke down. That was the deal breaker. And I said it several times, I'll say it again, I was disappointed that Commissioner Bobby Townsend didn't come back and ask him, is that the opinion of Chairman Caulfield, or is that the opinion of the entire board? Do you think that's the opinion of the entire board?
No,
I know it's not the opinion of you.
No, I know it ain't. Another thing, the way it's going right now, it don't matter how they trying to trade out. Another thing, what I can't understand, Bob, this young depot down there, that belongs to the train depot. It belongs to everybody in Wayne County. That's taxpayers of Wayne County. And Tim talking about his board. But I'm going to let everybody know I'm not on Tim Caulfield's board, especially when it comes to county money and tax dollars for the taxpayers of Wayne County. But Tim said, we had swapped the depot a train depot for lock, stock, and barrel if y'all let us have the tourism. But see, they still want the tourism, the power over tourism board. Now, and I know some of it why they want the power of it, because you take John Schaefer, he's one of our county commissioners. If they gonna be mad with, if he's gonna be mad with the tourism board, he should be mad with me. Cause I want to call the man in the office and see how much he would contract to pheasant hunt and everything out for Wayne Day, and he give me a price. By me doing that, I saved the taxpayers of Wayne County $4,000. He was charging around $8,000 to do the same thing the man over here in Pierce County doing $3,800. So if that man over yonder doing it and made money around $3,800 to $4,000, John Schaefer ought to be able to make some money too. It's the same deal. But no, he wants to charge more. That's why I said they got licensed to steal that way. And another thing, that's against the law too, Bob, because he's an elected official. A conflict of interest right there, because he's inside track. He's a county commissioner. He should not even be able to bid on anything. So that's how it goes right now. And that the tourism board right now is still just like it is right now. And if I don't blame the city, I wouldn't let them have all control of it. In other words, they just want all the control of everything in Wayne County, and let not the cities have nothing.
Butch has asked this question several times. His perplexion is, all this time the city, built the depot, got the depot ready, and then the county really didn't have any interest in getting in there, and then all of a sudden they said they wanted to get back in it. What do you think? What do you think that was about? Why did they all of a sudden say they want to go in the depot?
Well, see, the city got out and doing all the work, got the grant money approved. They had to match $200,000 to get that big grant to remodel it and everything. So now, since all the work done, now the county just want to take over, just like they do on everything else. Once something done, it's a free shot for them. Anything free that the taxpayers let them have, they gonna take it. I can let you know that now, cause they like that. And somebody said, Shag, would you actually think they lie to you? I said, let me tell you how I feel about them after I've been working with them. I said, if all three of them standing in a lake of water, up to their neck, and told me their butt was wet, I couldn't believe it. I said they couldn't believe me. I couldn't believe their butt was wet. They told me that they standing water up to the neck. Cause they lied to the people long enough, Bob. And another thing, I hope the city do not give in. I hope the three cities get together and form their own tourism board and let the county be slapped out of it.
When this thing went down to the tourism board, it's been well documented. You seconded the motion and voted along with the motion. You said you got hoodwinked.
I did. Let me tell you.
Explain that. Why?
Okay.
Because that's what people are perplexed with. They're like, why is Shag so upset when he seconded the motion and voted along with the motion?
Okay, what happened on that? They talked about starting. They're gonna have to have new appointees for their board. I thought some of their board running out of time. Just like Mickey Whitty, he's gonna resign quick. He retire. You see, from REA, he's gonna resign from my board, and I'm gonna have to appoint somebody. So. When I found out what they were doing, they voted for Miss Sarah. What's her name? Sarah
Garner.
Okay, they put her on the board, and then they made a motion for Boot. I thought that was just extra help the way it is then, and so that's when I said I make a motion for the Boot to be on it because I think he'd be good on the board, And then they threw that paper down. Said way back on when they first established back on when the tourism board used to be under the John Riddle around the Chamber of Commerce. So when they done that, see, I didn't know what they were talking about right then because they threw it right there in my face right after we made the motion to go ahead and put Boots and what's her name on board. So that's the reason I did. That's one reason. That's how I made the motion. But after I seen what it was, I couldn't. I couldn't do nothing right then. But then, so that's the reason I'm letting people know right now. There's a lot of stuff that went on like that, but I bet you they won't never do that again. Because anything they're going in front of my face, they're going to have to explain it to an open beat.
Saturday, I was over in Scrivener for the parade and the dedication to the school and the ribbon cutting. Had a chance to talk to the mayor, Donald Boyette, over there, and I tried to get him interviewed, but he said he didn't want to interview, but he was very upset. He just said ditto everything Shag Wright said at that Wednesday meeting. So explain how upset the people of Scrivener are with what's going on.
About the tourism board?
Yeah.
Got a bunch of people upset. I'm talking about the young farmers and everybody. They upset about it. I'm going to tell you something. The tourism board, the way it is now, and them there girls, whoever's on it right now, they work hard. And they bring a lot of business into Wayne County. But I'm going to tell you something. Let's put it this way. They know how to get hold of your representatives and all that, They invite them down like on Wayne Day and all that. There's a lot of people come to Wayne Day. And I think that's a good way to bring jobs into Wayne County, let people know what Wayne County doing. But now, let me ask you this, young Bob. Just say if you're the representative in this area, and you want a business to come in a county, that you representing, and you done heard one of your counties, like Wayne County right now, got a black eye. Would you want to bring a business into Wayne County? No, nobody. And them their representatives don't want to either, because it's be an embarrassment to them, because that's their county. They trying to get a business in. But the other county, they gonna let it go to their county. They know there ain't no controversy going on.
Well, Commissioner Thomas made that point Wednesday at the meeting, the joint meeting. He said, all this is doing is, selling newspapers, and he said what it's doing is definitely distracting people from coming.
That's exactly right. He
talked to Lindsey Thomas Saturday, and Scriven had a chance to talk to him for a while, and he said it best. He said this is just bad business. He said this is just not good for anybody, until everybody starts working together and moving forward. Nothing's going to get done. So, he's upset as well. There's just a lot of upset people what's going on. Like I said, it's just not a good story. But like I said, I see you, and you're just, you're out there. There's a lot of 3-2 votes taking place on that board, and you're kind of in the minority.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna be. Hey, long as they on board, I'm gonna be the minority. Because that means, like I said, they had lied to the people so much. Bob, I won't never believe them no more. And he knows what it's bad for me had to sit up there with them 2 more years. Somebody asked me, said, Shag, what about a recall? I said, you know what? I said, I'm willing to give up my position as a recall just to get rid of those 3 right there. Because it's just like a cancer. It's going to study, eating for the next 2 years. They're going to cost this county more money, the way they're doing right now, than a recall, whatever it's called. I think a recall, I think Miss Tammy Thornton told me around $8,000 to have a recall. The taxpayers of Wayne County will come out a lot more cheaper by going ahead and have a recall and recall them jokers. So like I said, I'll be willing to give up my job as a county commissioner just to get rid of those 3 right there.
What's happened to the story of the search for the new administrator? I know y'all took applications, you looked at applications for a couple times, but that story's kind of just fallen off the radar. Where do we stand in the search for a new administrator?
I'll tell you exactly when we have a new county administrator, when this board go out. Miss Jones will be there till 2 more years, till their term is up. Because they hadn't tried to look for no more county administrator. They hadn't put out no more resumes, sent out for resumes. They done quit all that.
Well, I thought she said she only took it temporarily, that she's still retired and all that.
Well, that's what she's supposed to. But let me tell you something. When you get $1,750 a week plus $50 a month for cell phone, and $600 a month for driving your car back into the work, and once you come on board, they even give her a bank truck and a credit card. Would you leave that job? No, and then nobody else wouldn't. So you figure that up and see how much money you come up with. And listen to me now. I'm not blaming Nancy for this. Now she didn't ask for this job. They went to her and asked her to come to work. So
you're telling me you think she's going to stay on for 2 more years?
I believe she will. I sure do. Because they ain't going to find nobody else to come here with the bunch I'm working with now. Let me ask you, would you now just say you went up here to this job and you had the degree, and knowing what's going on in this county, would you actually put in for that job?
Well, if I had the credentials and it was paying what it was, I might.
Oh yeah, but you'd be kind of scared of it though.
Yeah, see my paycheck.
Yeah, that's the only way. The honest way they'd probably come, Bob, looking for a job. They had to sign they wouldn't come here and take the job without a contract signing. I wouldn't either.
So you're saying here today, do you think they're going to she's going to stay on for 2 more years?
I believe she will. I swear she will.
When's the last time they looked at the application? Can you tell us anything about that? Did they have a lot of applications? Did they have any qualified candidates?
They had around 36 to 38 applications. Then one local, every time they come up to a local, Tim Cockfield said, hey, he's local, let's trash can that. And I said, well, we need to look over them anyway. I mean, you don't never know. That's just like some ball players, playing pro ball. Some of them sitting on the bench just because they poor and everything. They lost a lot of pro ball players just like that, like they doing like this on this county commissioner stuff. Not looking at them. I mean, we got some good people here in Wayne County can do the job and got the same degree. I don't think Nancy even got the degree, but she used to be in there before to read. But she ain't now. Angie Parker, she got the degree to do it, but they didn't think Angie could handle the job to start with. Nancy wanted to help train her a little bit, and Angie would do a good job. I mean, but what I can't understand why they got rid of Mike Deal. He was saving this county money. I tell you what, since they got rid of him, since they got rid of Mike Deal, and Nancy come on board, we right now since Mike left, Wayne County come into multi-millionaires already, because they couldn't afford to give them county employees a merit raise, but they had enough money to take that merit raise away from them and give themselves insurance. That insurance ain't Wayne County insurance anymore. You know, it's called cock care insurance. You know, that got out, and that's what they think too.
Well, I've been to the recent budget sessions. They're working on the budget. Your thoughts on the budget? You know, a lot of requests. I know the other day that we had the report they went ahead and bought the 8 vehicles for the sheriff's department, which I thought was a good move. They had the extra money and splossed, and like I said, the sheriff's department's got the Crown Vics. They want the Crown Vics, so
And that's a good way to go.
So they went 8 vehicles. So that was a pretty good move, and I know John Carter's happy about that. But what about all the other requests that people are asking for, and how do you see the budget going on? They said the goal was to have a budget with no tax increase. Do you think that's plausible?
Well, it's just according to how much they'll take out of SPLOST, put on county equipment and stuff like that. You know, where they have extra money to to give on other deals. You know, but I believe there'll be some people hired. I believe there'll be some hired, and also I believe in my own feeling. I believe for the right way to do it, if they got the money to throw away, like they've been doing, like crazy, they should look out for the county employees and give their merit raise back to them again.
Okay, on the Butch and Bob show this morning on WIFO-FM in Jessup is County Commissioner Shag Wright, and he's talking with Bob about the county issues. Go ahead, Bob.
Another good thing they came up was to explain the new fire department's going to be an Empire community and how that will save the homeowners money, lowering their ISO ratings. So that's going to be a good thing. And I understand the land was donated on Old Scrivener Road. So how soon will that come about? And tell us about that.
Well, I think it's going to help Empire a lot. Like I said, it's going to bring their insurance premium down on their house insurance and everything. I think it's going to be a good thing for our community over there. And the land was donated by Ward Dixon, I think, and I think all the taxpayers of Wayne County should thank him for that, which I do. Anybody want to give to Wayne County instead of take away from the taxpayer, see that man want to give to the taxpayer. But we got 3 on board want to take, But other than that, I think it's going to turn out real good.
One thing I got to ask you, one thing we've been reporting, these board appointments, people volunteer their time, they're willing to serve. It's hard to find people like that.
Right.
These people are being replaced. They don't get a courtesy phone call. Is that just common? I mean, you've been involved a long time. To explain, I can't grasp my head around that. Why would you not? I mean, poor Mr. Lewis yesterday goes to the tax assessor board meeting at 8:30 and not even knowing he'd been replaced from the board. Didn't get it.
Well, same way Joe O'Reilly.
Right. Well,
same way. I can't understand
have you ever done that?
I never have done that in my 32 years of service. I never have and never will. If I'm on to replace, just like Mickey, like I was telling you about Mickey Whitting. He called me here a while back, about a week or 2 ago, and said, Shag, said, I'm thinking about resigning from the board. Not, it ain't because of you or nobody else, because you've been good to me, and he said I've been good to him too, and I have. Anyway, I told Mickey, I said, well, I'll tell you what, Mickey, I said, you done a good job since you've been there, and I said, I know I'm gonna miss you, but I said, he said, I hope you done thinking about pointing somebody else or do good. I said, I have. I said, I talked 2 or 3 of them so far, but and then he called me back. I thought he was going to go ahead and resign where I can go ahead and pump me one the first year, but he called me back, which I don't blame him. I told him, okay. Anyway, he called me back and said, Shag, he said, way this young mess going on with the tourism board and the county, he said, I hate to bail out right now because it'll look bad on me. And by thinking about that, it probably will, because they'll think he's bailing out on kind of controversy. And I said, well, Mickey, whatever you think. But I also told him this, I said, let me tell you this, you ain't going to, it don't matter when you bail out. I said, you ain't going to straighten this board out here. And I said, another thing, too. I said, a lot of that's now, John Riddle bringing a lot of that on his own self. I said, now, he's scared to death of them people. Now, I said, he's scared to death of Tim Cockfield and John Schaefer and all. And I said, another thing, John Riddle say shop at home. I know you've seen signs up there, Bob. I said, how can you shop at home and save money when you got a county commissioner like John Schaefer wanting to charge the taxpayers $8,000 for the same hunt the man charged over yonder, around $38,000 to $4,000. I said, how can you shop at home? There ain't no way you can do it. And I said, that's another thing that John Riddle won't over the tourism board, because he figured he can still let John, because he live in Wayne County, to have the hunt right on. But I said, that ain't saving no money there. That ain't saving a bit of money. Not none. And another thing, too, when they give up the when they changed the tourism board over, I bet you they didn't cut his salary then. And another thing, by looking at anything, I ain't seen too many businesses since he been on board. He brought in. Now he bringing in a big paycheck and no action.
Well, where do you see the tourism board in this going? Where do you think it's going to, like I said, you're with the cities of Jessup. Do you think they're going to go ahead and form their own board like that Ray House said Tuesday? You think that's where they're going?
I hope so. I really hope so, and I'm going to support them 100%. And I'm going to tell you something else, Bob. Ever since they have like them catfish tournaments and everything, see, that bring people into Wayne. That bring money into Wayne County. And I cook for them. I volunteer to cook for them. City of Scrim over there, the fire department, volunteer to cook for them. At one time, Franklin Smith, he think they couldn't go on with this young program if he wasn't out there help cook. But he done found out he can be replaced, and I can too with anybody. I mean, anybody can be replaced. And I hope in 2 years the people will see that, which I don't think Franklin done said he wasn't gonna run. But I believe I'd pay his qualifying fee myself if he run one more time, just to let him know how he messed up the people in Wayne County, and John Schaefer too. And I ain't worried about Tim Cockfield, because his mama, I think, one that got him in office anyway, because he ain't gonna get out and work. You asked me here a while back, have I ever known Tim Cockfield without a job? No, I hadn't. I said, I have talked to drugstore people around here about him having a job. They told me they ain't got nothing to drugstore work him, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know he ain't gonna work.
Yeah, if you join us, Commissioner Shag Wright, Commissioner 2, talking about the issues that are taking place between the city and county. Like I said, you're out there on an island, kind of say, well, how do you get anything done? You don't have any. You got to work with these people. I mean,
well,
you still have to go to work. You still have to meet with these people. So, how does that go? I mean,
well,
it seems to be cordial when I'm at the meetings. I mean, it looks.
Well, see, a lot of things, like the reason I get some of it done, I have to threaten them sometime, But what I'm getting at too now, let me tell you something. We got one county commissioner used a lot of heavy equipment, county equipment on a farm and everything. And let me tell you another little secret. This young man come to my house about 2 weeks ago, mad as the devil, Bob. He said, I want you to ride with me. I didn't know what he was talking about. Ride with you? He said, yeah, I need to ride. I want to show you what the county messed up. So I didn't know where he was going, and he told me where his place was. I didn't know where to go. So anyway, I rode with him over there, and that's on Simon Camp Road. Okay, got out there, and I looked at that road. He said, look what they done, Shay. Said I was out of town. They didn't even ask me, sign an easement or nothing. He said, but the county has messed up my grass and everything I had planted. Said and tore up some of my right-of-way stake. He said they had messed my land up where I live, my house at. And I said, did you sign an easement? He said, no, I didn't sign no easement. He said, there's some of them signed one. I said, who brought the easement out here? And he said, Jerry Jones. I said, what in the world, Jerry Jones bring an easement out here? He ain't working with the county. That's the reason I didn't know what he was talking about. Didn't know what road it or nothing about. He said, well, you don't know that they got a river house down here? I said, no, I didn't know. I said, I know they had a river house, but I didn't know what road it was on, because I hadn't been on that road in years and years, and I hadn't. Anyway, I got to think about that. I said, my God, it took some dirt. And I got to adding this thing up, and I called different contractors and asked them how much they would get an hour for a dump truck. Matter of fact, Donna Boyd rented a dump truck from Sheila Hendricks a while back. By helping the city of Scrim out, she done it for a real reasonable price, which she charged $50 an hour. And she usually charged around $75 for a dump truck, and charge $125 for a road scraper, and same thing as a front end loader. They had 2 road scrapers and operators, 1 front end loader and an operator, and 4 dump trucks and 4 operators and a foreman. And I figured this stuff up. Now I called and I made some calls, and I finally found out they was hauling around 10 to 12 loads a day, and a day one dump truck. You figure out 4 dump trucks, say 10 to 12 loads a day. So that's almost 50 loads of dirt a day for 5 days a week for 5 weeks. Now you figure that up and see how much money that costs. I got a kind of rough estimate just on equipment, not counting the salary, over $60,000. But now we could tuck that over. They hold a little over 1,000 loads. We could tuck that 1,000 loads of dirt and stockpile it out there, and it used on them county maintained road that we got right of ways on. But see, that's a private road. But now I'm going to tell you something, Bob. I know you've seen in the paper here a while back. I got 3 loads of dirt. Unsupposed, they couldn't use it nowhere. Kenny called me and asked me would I take it, because they ran Scrim over there and they didn't want to haul it all the way to Jessup. I said, well, I really don't want it. He said, well, he said it's good dirt. If you take it, said that'll help us. So anyway, I done it just to try to help the county. And then somebody called me over there call somebody over, and they took pictures of 3 loads of dirt in my yard, and here's over 1,000 loads of the same kind of dirt going out on a private road, and use county equipment. The county equipment didn't use the scatter mine out either, level mine. And then this Franklin Smith, he spoke up after he found out. He kind of laughed out. Said, "You know what? I'd have paid for mine if I'd have got that way. We'd hold the talk down." Come to find out, that lying joker, that sorry thing, he had 8 loads hauled to his house the next day. But he's gonna pay for his. If he's gonna pay for his, why didn't he pay for that? That some of the county employees got pictures of where they built up a road all the way around his boy's house and around his pond. He ought to pay for that. But that was good dirt. That wasn't no clippings. And I talked to another contractor that Franklin had an employee from the county laid off for hauling a load of dirt on a private land, but he didn't. The driver didn't know it, and the contractor, the county was hauling him some dirt, and the contractor said he didn't. The man didn't know he was on private property. He said, "But I tell you what I done, Mr. Shag. I paid that man for 3 days where he wouldn't lose no money."
We're getting to the end. Explain one thing I've heard for years: people getting loads of dirt. How do you do that? I mean, is that you just call up and ask for a load of dirt? How do you do that?
Well, like in my district,
you have to pay for it, or how does that work?
No, somebody, just say if you live in my district, you need a load of dirt on your driveway. As long as it's on the right of way, I can get you a load of dirt.
Do I have to pay for it?
No, you don't have to pay for it. You pay for it when you pay taxes. That's what it's for.
Like I said, I've heard that stories for years. But anyway, we're getting to the end. I appreciate you coming in. Welcome meeting time. Good luck. Hopefully some harmony will come in the future, because like I said, sooner or later, somebody's got to get together and work together.
I hope they do. I hope they do, Bob. But I don't think, like I said, on this board here, I don't think they're going to ever come with the city, because I talked some of the city councilmen yesterday, both places. They said they ain't gonna buy that or what they want to swap off right on. They still want power over the tourism board, and they want that worse than anything. I believe they'd give the whole county to the city of Jeff, as long as they had the power over the tourism board, where they can use John Riddle like he wants to, like a little puppet on the string. I believe that.
Look it up. I appreciate you coming in.
All right, buddy.
Okay, the world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by the B&C Collision Center in Scriven, by Jessup Premium Storage, and also by the Michael Long Insurance Agency. That was County Commissioner Jerry Shag Wright on the Butch and Bob Show this morning, talking with Bob about county issues.